Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group, coming to you guys today with a episode. And I want to talk a little bit, give you guys a little bit of a product review and just kind of let you guys know our experience, because we have been building out, like literally taking not only my current clients, but clients that are coming in brand new, and we are switching out nearly everything, all of their marketing, their CRM systems. We are swapping out all of their calendars. We are swapping out everything, their funnels, typically their websites, if they're on WordPress or something like that, all of their forums, everything from, setting up, I don't know if you guys know about like number pools and stuff like that, but we're setting up phone numbers, all of their email marketing, all of their SMS marketing, which is basically text messages, all of their communications to their clients. We are dumping like nearly 100% of it, if not 100% of it, into Go High Level. And I know that I've talked to you guys, or some people call it High Level. Technically, it's called High Level, but you have to go to gohighlevel.com. And then some people call it Go High Level. So whatever, you can call it High Level or Go High Level. So this software is incredible. I mean, many of you guys know that I've talked about this before in the podcast, but I really, over the last 6 months, some of the advancements that they've made inside of this system have just like taken everybody's, not only, all of their systems under one roof, to where as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, I can really look and dial in and understand my numbers. I was talking to my buddy Scott Simons the other day, and some of you guys may or may not know Scott Simons, but this is a prime example. We were in this kind of like this mastermind group. We were in a circle. Literally, we all had chairs in a circle, and the circle was going around. And we were just basically, people were, hey, do you have a problem? Do you have a problem? You have a problem? And then the group would mastermind on the problem. Well, we ended up getting to this guy who was a roofer. And, he definitely had more problems than what he wanted to admit. It's just one of them things that we've all been in business where, your business starts to blow up and all of these loose ends appear everywhere and shit starts running so fast that you can't keep up with it. And everything just starts going in all these different directions. Well, this guy was dealing with that, right? And there's one way to fix that. There's literally one way to fix that. And that is understanding your numbers. And kind of let me explain why. So immediately I told the guy, like, he was telling me, like, this department wasn't doing this, or people were giving him this shit, and they were saying that they were going to do this in marketing, but they didn't do it, and all these kind of things. They wanted money, but he wasn't sure what the results were, all this kind of stuff, right? So he was literally at a point in his business where none of us want to be, right? We all want to blow up, but you don't want to blow up to a point where you're going to be in like total confusion and not really even understand what's going on in your business, because everything's going all these different directions and you're just literally like holding the ship together with duct tape. I mean, and I've been in that position, guys. Like that happened to me, and I swore to myself that I would never allow this to happen to me ever again. And I think that was back in like 2006 that everything erupted, and I held it all together with duct tape, and I made it through this crazy season where, we did like, we went from a company that was making hundreds of thousands to, over 10 million. And I'm trying to keep the ship together, and we made it through, right? We sailed through this time. And I just told myself, I was like, I am never going to let that happen to myself again. I had to know why. And that was kind of like started my journey of systems and businesses and how to control and how to run your business, how to really CEO your business, how to CFO your business, so financial position. And, all of these things I, had to understand it, because I was like, dude, I'd never want that to happen to me again. I mean, I was like barely holding on. And so anyhow, he was in that situation. So we're talking about it. And any of you guys who know Scott Simons, he runs this, I don't know whether I want to call it a podcast, but it's on that app, that new app Clubhouse that came out, and it's called I think it's called Breakfast of Champions. He interviewed me on it, but he owns he's a baller, man. He's a boss. I mean, he owns multiple car dealerships. This guy's got his hands in all kinds of stuff. I could just go on and on and on, but he's done incredibly well financially. And so this roofer has this problem, right? We're all sitting around, we're listening to him, and like everybody, we're all looking at each other, and we've all been there. So we're looking at each other, we're looking at this guy, what this guy's saying, and so I jump in. I'm usually the guy who always breaks the ice, and you'll barely catch me at a time where I don't have something to say, right? So, be warned. If you're ever in a mastermind with me and it gets quiet, like I always feel like I've got to jump in and say something. And I've got a lot of experience in a lot of different places. If I don't have experience, I won't say something, but there's a lot of things I got experience in. So I jump in, I kind of, let the guy know. I'm like, well, if you've got these people that are taking your money, not delivering results, but they want more money, and then you've got these things happening, and you got fulfillment slipping, and you've got, it sounds like marketing and sales is slipping. It sounds like fulfillment slipping, but it also sounds like your systems aren't even there. So I said, well, what about your KPIs? What are your, key indicators? And this is basically your numbers. And, of course, he wanted to kind of act like he knew that he did have his KPIs down and all that. And everybody knew that he didn't. And he fully didn't understand it. And then I went over to Scott, right? Because, see, I knew one thing. I know that you will always be able to define on your metrics, your numbers. If you look at every department in your business, if they're not hitting numbers, you can define what's going wrong. If you can see the numbers and understand what everybody is required to do, what are their KPIs, where do they need to be number-wise, you can actually at a glance look over a simple statement and a simple financial statement, whatever you want to call them. Mainly mine just comes over as an email every morning so I can look through the whole business. And you can find out where the problems are. You can identify where the problems are, and you can be like, hey, what's going on over here? What's happening with marketing? It looks like they're spending $10,000 a day, but we're only making $8,000. that can't be right. What's wrong with that? Okay, well, let's go to the marketing department and figure it out, because this can't keep going on. It can't keep happening, right? So I got over to Scott. And Scott, basically, he owns a big group of dealerships. I mean, I'm talking like Audi, BMW, Volvo. He sells a lot of them new TRXs, them Rams. So he's got like a Dodge, Jeep dealership, all of that, right? And I got to him, and he pretty much said the exact same thing that I said. He said every morning he gets an email for all of his dealerships, and he gets a report sent over to him that identifies where the numbers are at in every single department. And he said that he was looking through it the other day, and he noticed in the Volkswagen department that sales were down, right? And not sales were down, that mechanical sales were down, meaning that they weren't doing as much mechanical work as they normally do, right? So they got mechanical departments, body shops, stuff like that. So he immediately hits up he immediately hits up that department and says, what's going on here? Well, he found out that they were missing a couple mechanics. They were trying to hire a couple mechanics. So he put on his thinking hat and found a few people in other departments and pushed them over to become mechanics and, asked them to do this and that and rearrange some stuff. And he was able to fix that problem. So while they're hunting to hire new mechanics, he was able to fix that problem. Now, he wouldn't have known anything about that problem if he just got like an overall number. If he just looked at his bank account and seen money dumped in there every day. What I want to tell you guys is Go High Level has become just that. It literally gives you the metrics for your entire business. Everything that's happening, all the sales that are being made, every single department, every single arena, you're able to click a button with your dashboard and you're able to see where your salesman, where the leads are coming in, what each salesman's conversion rate is. And all of this stuff packed in one software. It's got it set up to where literally we make phone calls through High Level and they record the phone calls. We take phone calls through High Level and it records them. It also gives us the opportunity to see how many phone calls are coming in, who are they going to, and if they're being answered. It also gives us the ability to look into anybody's account at any given time. So let's say we got a salesman that's kind of slowing down. We're like, hey, what's up with Brad? Brad's not, crushing it like he normally does. Well, we can look in there and be like, well, okay, well, Brad's getting the same amount of leads. Okay. He's getting phone calls. Oh, he's only answering them like half the amount of time. Wonder what's going on there, right? And then we're able to look into Brad's account and say, oh, he's not getting back with the prospects. Wow, now we know there's a serious problem, right? So you're able to quickly identify, based on the numbers, problems inside of your business. Now that is where High Level just excelled above and beyond every other software out there. So essentially what we've been doing with our clients, we've been using it for ourselves for quite a long time, and they came up with all these new updates and all this stuff and added that type of reporting. So what we're doing with all of our clients, like I'll give you an example. We had a client that came in to us and he thought he had his marketing dialed, man. I mean, he thought that this stuff was dialed in like something else, right? So we go and peel back the layers of shit. And he was doing a lot on the front end. So yeah, he had some really great YouTube videos. He had a lot of podcasts that were coming out. He had a lot of things that were happening on the front end. All of us want to do that. He's doing really well there. But we actually looked at his systems, and his systems were pieced together from it was like 5 to 7 different softwares. And it was so bad that when somebody bought one of his packages, which was like an educational course, they were manually typing in the information and dumping them into like another software. So they were invoicing people and dumping them into software when all of that stuff should be automated. So with this client, we worked with him for about 6 months. And, number one, we made him nearly $1 million right off the bat. He was doing a product launch. He was launching this big thing that he has at the end of every year. And I stepped in at the end of last year, and I put together all his campaigns and typed up his emails. And he's a friend of mine, so I personally did it and put together all his photos and all that. And his launch just went insane, and it took his business to the next level overnight. So I let him know, hey, we're playing on house money now. Let's fix all your systems. So we went through and fixed everything from the front end of his business all the way to the back end. And we pretty much gave him the keys to his new car, which is in High Level. And now they are able to drive it effortlessly and have everything coming in one dashboard. So let me explain to you guys what High Level does, because look, y'all can go do it yourself, whatever. If you need us to help, let me know. We're doing free strategy sessions. Just head on over to marketingsavage.com. There's a calendar on there. Book it. Just let them know you heard me on the podcast, and we'll hook you up, guys. So that being said, what High Level does is literally gives you a place for your funnels, your CRM system, your website, your text messaging, your emailing, your calendars, all of that built in one location. And now you can do your Facebook posting and your post on your Google, your GMB maps, which actually makes your maps rank higher, all in one location. And you're invoicing as well. And if you guys have some sort of educational thing, they've got a membership educational platform system like Kajabi, and it kills Kajabi. Like, it is really good. All on one centralized software. I'm probably forgetting some things. There's a bunch of shit in there that you can do. It's essentially taking your whole business and operating it under one system. And when you do that, the magic happens. The magic happens because now you can understand your numbers from A to Z. There's no more confusion. There's no more fog, right? You understand what's going on in your business, so you can identify any potential problems. You can fix leaks in the ship before they become big-ass holes and your ship fills with water and the damn thing crashes or sinks to the bottom of the ocean. That's key, my friends. That is key, to be able to have them kind of understand them kind of metrics and to have that kind of overall view inside of your business. Super powerful, my friends. Super powerful. Check it out. I am going to be dropping a high-level course very, very soon. If you're listening and you're one of my clients, you're going to get that for free. Okay. So, but that's going to be to educate you. So I need you to go through it and do it, right? So I'm getting ready to drop a high level course, but we are literally just changing the way that we do everything here at Marketing Savage, my friends. Everything that we do, we're doing everything from websites to funnels to CRM systems. And, yeah, we build on other platforms. Most people ask me, they're like, hey, can you do HubSpot? Of course we can. We're building shit in HubSpot right now. Hey, can you do Keep, which is Infusionsoft? Hey, can you do ClickFunnels? Yes, we can do ClickFunnels. Hey, can you do WordPress? Yeah, we can do WordPress. Hey, can you do, whatever? We do a lot of everything, but I would say 80% of what we do now is all being centralized into high level. And it's becoming a huge thing. Right now they say it is the largest CRM in the world. It is the most used CRM in the world at this point. Which basically means it's not going anywhere. I think they got like a $1 billion valuation or something like that. I mean, it's crazy. So it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay, and they are replacing all kinds of other shit because it was like the dream, right? So here's what you can imagine, guys. Us as marketers years ago, we're sitting around, and I'm sitting around with all these like old school dudes. They call us OGs now, right? And we're sitting around, and we're talking about what we would love. Like, could you imagine if it had this, and this, and this, and this? And ClickFunnels started to get close to that. ClickFunnels was the very first one that started giving us some possibility. I still love ClickFunnels, and there's still room for it, and there's still places that it can be used, especially when it comes to selling like software products, stuff like that. But Go High Level does all of it as well, and it does way more. It works for service-based companies. It works for any business. And we've got companies in High Level that have over $100 million valuations. So we're talking about big, bold, badass businesses that we're working out of High Level. Man, it's just an exciting time to be alive, my friends. Technology is beautiful. Things are happening. And, man, I'm just going to keep trying to bring you guys the news. I'm going to be bringing you guys the good news. So any of you guys who like who got into my Savage Sunday sermon, just so you guys know, we have officially opened up a Church of the Savage, and that's official for the state of Texas. So look out for that. I'm going to be doing some things really soon. It's going to start out online. If you haven't followed me yet, follow me at my personal profile, John Higley, JohnHigley, because we're going to be doing it live over there to begin with, and then we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see where God takes us. And man, I just if you're into that, if you're not, hey, keep jamming out to my marketing shows. If you are into it, head on over, follow me on the profile, send me a friend request, whatever, and welcome aboard. All right, my friends, appreciate you for coming along on this Marketing Revolution podcast. If you haven't already, head on over to the Marketing Savage Facebook group. All right, my friends, I'll see you on the next one.